Module 3: Development and Communication. Development and Communication in Family-Centered Early Education. Family-centered early education is a holistic approach to childhood development that recognizes the integral role of parents and caregivers in a child's growth and learning. Within this framework, the concepts of development and communication are intertwined, forming the foundation for a child's educational journey. Development, in the context of family-centered early education, encompasses the physical, cognitive, emotional, and social growth of a child. Parents and caregivers play a pivotal role in monitoring and facilitating these developmental milestones. Effective communication between parents, educators, and children is essential for understanding and supporting these developmental aspects. For example, a child's language development can be nurtured through meaningful conversations with parents and caregivers, enhancing both their vocabulary and communication skills. Furthermore, communication is not limited to verbal interaction. It also involves active listening, nonverbal cues, and emotional support. A nurturing and communicative environment within the family setting can contribute significantly to a child's emotional and social development. When parents are actively engaged in their child's education, they can better identify any challenges or opportunities for growth and collaborate with educators to address them effectively. Moreover, family-centered early education emphasizes the importance of cultural responsiveness and individualized learning. Effective communication helps educators understand the unique needs, preferences, and values of each family, allowing them to tailor their teaching strategies accordingly. This personalized approach enhances the child's overall development by creating a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Language interactions and brain development. Language interactions play a pivotal role in the brain development of infants, laying the foundation for cognitive, social, and emotional growth. From the moment they are born, infants are primed to absorb linguistic input, and these early interactions shape their neural circuits in profound ways. First and foremost, language interactions facilitate cognitive development. Infants begin to discern speech sounds shortly after birth, and the richness of their linguistic environment significantly impacts their language acquisition. Caregivers who engage in expressive and responsive conversations with infants stimulate brain regions responsible for language processing. This engagement enhances vocabulary acquisition, grammar comprehension, and overall cognitive skills. Furthermore, language interactions foster social development. When caregivers engage in reciprocal babbling, cooing, and eye contact with infants, they promote attachment and emotional bonding. This attachment, in turn, creates a secure base for infants to explore the world, knowing they have a reliable caregiver. Moreover, language helps infants understand and communicate their needs, reducing frustration and promoting positive social interactions. Language interactions also support emotional development. By responding to an infant's vocalizations and expressions, caregivers validate their feelings and promote emotional regulation. This emotional attunement forms the basis for developing empathy and emotional intelligence, essential for healthy relationships later in life. The neural mechanisms behind this development are fascinating. Early language experiences shape the structure and function of a baby's brain, promoting the growth of synapses and neural connections. The more enriched the linguistic environment, the more extensive and efficient these neural networks become. The meaning of culture. Culture is a multifaceted and complex concept that plays a pivotal role in shaping societies and individuals. It encompasses a vast array of elements, including beliefs, values, customs, traditions, language, art, music, religion, and social norms, among others. At its core, culture can be defined as the shared knowledge, behaviors, and practices that are passed down from one generation to the next within a particular group or community. It is the lens through which individuals perceive and make sense of the world around them. One of the fundamental aspects of culture is its ability to provide a sense of identity and belonging. It shapes our self-concept and informs us about who we are and where we come from. Culture can serve as a source of pride, connecting individuals to their heritage and history. Conversely, it can also be a source of tension and conflict when different cultural groups interact, leading to misunderstandings or clashes of values. Furthermore, culture is dynamic and ever-evolving. It adapts to changing circumstances, technologies, and global interactions. This adaptability is essential for the survival and progress of societies. While some cultural elements endure for centuries, others evolve or fade away over time. Language, in particular, is a critical component of culture. It not only facilitates communication but also carries with it a wealth of cultural nuances and meanings. The words and phrases unique to a culture often encapsulate its values, beliefs, and experiences. Supporting English language learners. Supporting young English language learners, ELs, in their language development is a vital task for educators. These students often face unique challenges as they navigate both the complexities of language acquisition and the demands of academic content. To help them thrive, teachers can employ several effective strategies. Firstly, creating a supportive and inclusive classroom environment is crucial. Teachers should foster a sense of belonging and acceptance among ELs, making them feel comfortable expressing themselves. Encouraging peer interactions and group activities can also facilitate language acquisition by providing opportunities for authentic communication. Secondly, teachers should employ scaffolded instruction. This means gradually increasing the complexity of tasks and language as students progress. Beginning with simple vocabulary and sentence structures and gradually incorporating more complex concepts helps ELs build a solid linguistic foundation. Thirdly, the use of visuals and multimedia can be highly effective. Visual aids, such as pictures, charts, and videos, help ELs comprehend and retain information. These tools bridge the gap between their current language skills and the content being taught. Fourthly, incorporating culturally relevant content into the curriculum can engage ELs and make language learning more meaningful. It helps students connect their linguistic development with their cultural background and interests. Furthermore, providing ample opportunities for language practice through speaking, listening, reading, and writing exercises is essential. Teachers should encourage ELs to express themselves in English while also giving constructive feedback to improve their language skills. Lastly, ongoing assessment and monitoring are crucial. Regular assessments help teachers track ELs' progress and identify areas where additional support is needed. This data-driven approach enables educators to tailor their instruction to meet individual student needs effectively. Defining communication. Communication is a fundamental and ubiquitous aspect of human interaction, serving as the lifeblood of society, relationships, and the exchange of information. It encompasses a wide array of processes, both verbal and nonverbal, that facilitate the transfer of thoughts, ideas, emotions, and data between individuals or groups. At its core, communication is the bridge that connects people, allowing them to connect, share, and collaborate effectively. Verbal communication involves the use of spoken or written language to convey messages. It includes conversations, speeches, letters, emails, and text messages. Verbal communication relies on language and its nuances, such as tone, pitch, and choice of words, to convey meaning accurately. Nonverbal communication, on the other hand, encompasses body language, facial expressions, gestures, and even silence. These nonverbal cues often play a significant role in conveying emotions and intentions. Furthermore, communication involves a sender, a message, a medium, and a receiver. The sender is the individual or entity initiating the communication. The message is the content being conveyed. The medium is the channel or method used to transmit the message. And the receiver is the intended recipient who interprets the message. Effective communication hinges on the clarity of the message, the appropriateness of the medium, and the receiver's ability to understand and respond to the message. In addition to its role in interpersonal relationships, communication is essential in various aspects of human life. In business, it is the cornerstone of collaboration and decision-making. In education, it is the vehicle for knowledge dissemination. In politics, it is the means by which leaders connect with their constituents. Moreover, the advent of technology has expanded the horizons of communication, enabling global connectivity and the rapid exchange of information. Two-way communication. Two-way communication is a fundamental concept in the realm of human interaction. encompassing the exchange of information, ideas, and emotions between two or more individuals or entities. Unlike one-way communication, where information flows in a linear fashion from sender to receiver, two-way communication involves a reciprocal exchange where both parties engage in active listening, feedback, and dialogue. This dynamic process is pivotal in personal relationships, business settings, education, and countless other aspects of our lives. In a two-way communication model, there are typically two primary roles: the sender and the receiver. The sender initiates the communication by conveying a message, whether it's through spoken words, written text, body language, or any other form of expression. The receiver, in turn, interprets and processes this message, providing feedback or responding to the sender's communication. This feedback loop ensures that both parties are engaged and actively participating in the exchange. Effective two-way communication is characterized by several key elements. First and foremost, it requires active listening. Both the sender and receiver must pay attention to each other's messages, taking into account not just the words spoken but also the tone, context, and nonverbal cues. This attentiveness fosters understanding and empathy, facilitating a deeper connection between the parties involved. Moreover, two-way communication promotes clarity and mutual comprehension. If either party has doubts or seeks clarification, they can seek immediate feedback or ask questions to address any uncertainties. This clarification process minimizes misunderstandings and ensures that the intended message is accurately received. Indifferent parent role. The role of the indifferent parent is a complex and often understudied aspect of parenting. Indifferent parents are characterized by their emotional detachment and lack of involvement in their child's life. While they may provide for their child's basic needs, such as food, clothing, and shelter, they often fail to offer the emotional support and guidance that are essential for a child's healthy development. One of the key features of indifferent parenting is a lack of emotional responsiveness. These parents may be physically present but emotionally distant, failing to connect with their child on an emotional level. This emotional neglect can have profound and lasting effects on a child's self-esteem and mental well-being. Furthermore, indifferent parents often exhibit a lack of interest in their child's activities and achievements. They may not attend school events, sports games, or other important milestones in their child's life. This lack of involvement can lead to feelings of abandonment and rejection in the child, as they interpret their parents' disinterest as a reflection of their own worth. Indifferent parents may also fail to set appropriate boundaries and provide discipline for their child. This can result in a lack of structure and guidance in the child's life, which can lead to behavioral problems and a sense of confusion about acceptable social norms. The role of the avoidance parent, navigating parenthood with caution. Parenthood is a multifaceted journey, encompassing various parenting styles and roles. One such role is that of the avoidance parent, a nuanced approach to child rearing that emphasizes caution, protection, and the avoidance of potential risks or harm. While this parenting style may seem overly protective to some, it serves a critical purpose in fostering a safe and stable environment for children. The avoidance parent prioritizes the safety and well-being of their child above all else. They are vigilant in identifying potential dangers and take proactive steps to prevent harm. This can manifest in actions such as child-proofing the home, closely monitoring a child's activities, and being selective about their social interactions. The avoidance parent often invests significant time and effort into researching child safety guidelines, making informed choices about nutrition and health, and seeking advice from experts. Furthermore, the avoidance parent plays a crucial role in teaching children about risk assessment and responsible decision-making. By modeling caution and thoughtful consideration, children learn valuable life skills that will serve them well as they grow and face increasingly complex choices. However, it's important to strike a balance between protection and freedom. Overly restrictive parenting can stifle a child's development, preventing them from learning through trial and error. Therefore, avoidance parents must also encourage exploration and provide opportunities for their child to develop independence within safe boundaries. Being a good communicator. A good teacher's ability to effectively communicate with parents is a crucial component of a successful educational experience for students. To be a good communicator with parents, teachers must possess several key qualities and employ various strategies that foster open, constructive, and collaborative relationships. Firstly, empathy is fundamental. A teacher who empathizes with parents' concerns and perspectives establishes trust and rapport. Understanding the unique challenges and aspirations of each family enables the teacher to tailor their communication approach to meet the specific needs of the parents and the child. Secondly, clarity and transparency are paramount. Effective teachers provide clear and concise information about their classroom policies, curriculum, and expectations. Parents should have a comprehensive understanding of what their child is learning and how they can support that learning at home. Timely updates on a child's progress and any concerns should be shared openly. Thirdly, active listening plays a crucial role. A good communicator listens attentively to parents' feedback, questions, and concerns. By actively engaging in two-way communication, teachers can address issues promptly and collaboratively find solutions. Moreover, flexibility and adaptability are essential. Every parent is unique, and their preferred communication methods can vary. Some may prefer in-person meetings, while others may prefer emails or phone calls. A good teacher is flexible and accommodates different communication preferences, ensuring that parents are comfortable and engaged. Lastly, maintaining professionalism and respect is critical. Even in challenging situations, teachers should maintain a respectful tone and demeanor, focusing on problem-solving rather than blame. This demonstrates maturity and a commitment to working together for the child's benefit. Effective homeschool interaction. Good communication between schools and homes is essential for the overall development and success of students. When issues arise throughout the school year, maintaining an open and effective line of communication becomes even more crucial. Several key factors can help facilitate good homeschool communication in such situations. Firstly, establishing clear and accessible channels of communication is vital. Schools should provide multiple avenues for parents to reach out, such as email, phone calls, parent-teacher conferences, and even digital platforms like school apps or websites. These channels should be easy to use and readily available. Likewise, parents should actively engage in these communication channels. They should regularly check for updates and messages from the school and respond promptly when necessary. A proactive approach from both educators and parents ensures that issues can be addressed promptly. Furthermore, fostering a culture of trust and collaboration is essential. Schools should create an environment where parents feel comfortable sharing concerns without fear of judgment. Likewise, educators should approach parental feedback with an open mind and a willingness to collaborate on solutions. Regular check-ins and progress reports are also helpful. Providing parents with updates on their child's academic and behavioral progress can help identify issues early on. This allows for timely intervention and prevents problems from escalating. In addition, schools can organize workshops and seminars to educate parents on various aspects of their child's education. This can include understanding the curriculum, effective study habits, and strategies for addressing common challenges. Emotional disturbance. Emotional disturbance, often referred to as emotional or behavioral disorders, ABD, is a complex and multifaceted condition that affects individuals across various age groups. Emotional disturbance is characterized by persistent emotional or behavioral responses that significantly deviate from age-appropriate societal or cultural norms. These disturbances can manifest in a variety of ways, such as intense anxiety, depression, aggression, withdrawal, or other maladaptive behaviors. Individuals with emotional disturbances often struggle to regulate their emotions, leading to difficulties in personal relationships, academic or occupational functioning, and overall quality of life. The causes of emotional disturbance are diverse and complex, often involving a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. Genetics can predispose individuals to certain emotional vulnerabilities, while adverse childhood experiences, trauma, and family dynamics can exacerbate these vulnerabilities. Additionally, neurobiological factors, such as imbalances in neurotransmitters, may contribute to emotional disturbances. The impact of emotional disturbance extends beyond the affected individual. It can strain familial relationships, disrupt classroom environments, and even pose challenges for mental health care providers. Early identification and intervention are crucial in addressing emotional disturbances effectively. Treatment approaches may include psychotherapy, medication, behavioral interventions, and social support networks. The peril of shaken baby syndrome in infants under 2, a lethal consequence. Shaken baby syndrome (SBS) is a harrowing form of child abuse that poses an immense threat to infants, particularly those aged 2 and under. This age group is the most vulnerable due to a combination of physiological and anatomical factors, rendering them highly susceptible to the severe consequences of violent shaking. First and foremost, infants' delicate and developing brains are exceptionally fragile during the first 2 years of life. Unlike adults or older children, an infant's brain is more substantial in relation to their head size and is characterized by softer, less myelinated brain tissue. This makes it highly susceptible to injury when subjected to forceful movement. When a baby is violently shaken, the brain can collide with the interior of the skull, leading to traumatic brain injury, bleeding, and damage to vital brain structures. These injuries can result in lifelong disabilities, developmental delays, or even death. Moreover, the neck muscles in infants under 2 are not sufficiently developed to support the weight of their disproportionately large heads. Violently shaking an infant can cause their head to move uncontrollably, leading to the infamous whiplash effect. This can result in neck injuries, spinal cord damage, and further exacerbate brain injuries. In addition to these physiological vulnerabilities, infants lack the physical ability to communicate their discomfort or distress effectively. This makes it challenging for caregivers to discern the baby's needs, leading to increased frustration and, tragically, a higher likelihood of resorting to violent shaking as a means of coping with this frustration. Who owns culture? When individuals claim they do not possess a culture, they often do so with a specific intention to emphasize their perceived lack of adherence to the traditional, stereotypical norms associated with cultural groups. This statement is rooted in a misunderstanding of culture, as it erroneously assumes that culture is only defined by conspicuous markers like language, religion, or ethnic practices. In reality, culture is a multifaceted, dynamic, and integral aspect of human existence, and every individual is inherently embedded in a cultural framework, whether they acknowledge it or not. Culture extends far beyond the surface-level characteristics, encompassing beliefs, values, customs, and behaviors that shape a person's worldview. These elements are not confined to any one cultural group. They exist in myriad forms within the global tapestry of human experiences. Hence, when people claim they lack culture, they may be overlooking their participation in a broader, shared cultural context. In some cases, individuals may reject the notion of having a culture because they feel disconnected from their ancestral heritage or have adopted a lifestyle that diverges from their family's traditions. This sentiment might stem from a desire to distance themselves from cultural expectations, especially if they perceive them as limiting or restrictive. However, the assertion that one lacks culture inadvertently perpetuates the misconception that culture is static and unchanging. In truth, culture is fluid, influenced by personal experiences, interactions, and evolving societal norms. Therefore, everyone has a unique cultural identity shaped by their life journey. Recognizing differences in skin color against discriminating based on skin color. Skin color has long been a subject of societal importance, sometimes leading to both positive recognition and negative discrimination. It is crucial to distinguish between recognizing differences in skin color and discriminating on the basis of it, as these actions have vastly different consequences for individuals and society. Recognizing differences in skin color is an acknowledgement of the rich tapestry of human diversity. Our world is home to a wide range of skin tones, influenced by genetics, climate, and geography. Recognizing these differences is a fundamental aspect of promoting inclusivity and appreciating the beauty of human variation. It involves respecting and valuing the unique characteristics that make each person distinct, without assigning any inherent worth or privilege to one skin color over another. On the other hand, discriminating based on skin color is a harmful practice rooted in prejudice and bias. It involves making unjust and negative judgments about individuals solely because of their skin color, often leading to unequal treatment, systemic racism, and social disparities. Discrimination perpetuates stereotypes, fosters division, and restricts opportunities, ultimately causing harm to individuals and society as a whole. It is essential to promote the recognition of differences in skin color while actively working to eliminate discrimination. This involves celebrating cultural diversity, fostering empathy, and advocating for equality. Embracing differences enriches our society by promoting tolerance, understanding, and cooperation among people of various backgrounds, transforming negative messages into positive ones. Negative messages, whether they come from external sources or our own inner thoughts, can be detrimental to our well-being and personal growth. However, it is possible to change these negative messages into positive ones with the right mindset and strategies. Positive messages are essential for building self-esteem, fostering resilience, and enhancing overall mental health. When we internalize negative messages, they can lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and even depression. Transforming these messages into positive ones can empower us to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. The first step is to become aware of the negative messages. Pay attention to your self-talk and identify recurring negative thoughts. Are you telling yourself you can't do something? Are you constantly criticizing your abilities or appearance? Recognizing these messages is crucial for change. Once identified, challenge these negative thoughts with evidence to the contrary. For example, if you think, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself of past achievements and moments when you excelled. Reframe negative messages into positive ones. Instead of saying, "I can't do it," say, "I can learn and improve." This shift in language empowers you to take action. Incorporate positive affirmations into your daily routine. Repeating phrases like, "I am capable," or "I am deserving of success," can gradually reshape your self-perception. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people who reinforce your efforts to change. Limit exposure to negative influences. Be kind to yourself. Understand that everyone makes mistakes and faces challenges. Treat yourself with the same compassion you offer to others. If negative messages are deeply ingrained or causing significant distress, consider seeking therapy or counseling. A professional can provide guidance and tools for transformation.